Hello and welcome. I am the Restless Kaiser and I am over here.
And I'm Jonny B and I'm over here. But together we are
Modelling for Advantage.
Whoop, whoop. Hit it.
What have you brought for me today then, Mr. Jonny B?
Well, sir, we are returning to the jungle with a nice little quick round of Lost Patrol.
Lost Patrol.
However, it's more Paw Patrol this game. Tell them why, mate.
Because, mate, you stitched me up in the previous games by making me play this game with the CAC Marines that you have.
Ain't nothing wrong with my CAC Marines.
Your CAC Marines are smeared in their own poo, brown-stained monsters that they are. I felt stitched up, went away, painted up the right combination of Space Wolf Scouts to have a Wolf Scout edition.
Boom ting.
So I'm going to nail it, mate.
Your brave boys today, back in the jungle, we've already generated the initial map, which is the clearing tile with the 5 Marines, and then we've expanded the map as necessary until you can't see any more. For those that haven't seen Lost Patrol before, the ultimate goal is to get the drop pod, which lives at the bottom of this chunky deck.
Procedurally generated map. There's a process for that which Jonny B will explain as we get there, but basically we need to get through all of the deck to find the way out.
It is a milling game.
So 2 actions per scout.
That is correct, and it goes scout phase. Now you need to bear in mind that you will not see any more jungle until the end of your phase, so bear that in mind.
And then the Genestealers jump out and bite me in the head. Okay, so I think we're going to send Trooper Dave here.
Dave.
And Trooper Dave number 2
Dave
there.
2, okay.
Dave and Dave 2, yeah. I think this guy is just chilling too much, so I'm going to send him down here to probably die.
Okay. The other 2 doing anything? Sergeant and the Heavy Bolter?
I think that they're sticking where they are. They're going to stick.
Where they are. Stick.
They're going to stick.
Okay,
yeah.
So that's the end of the scout phase. Turns to my phase, and I have to remove any jungle that is not visible anymore, which there is none of at the moment. Now I add tiles to any visible sections. Now that, believe it or not, folks, is actually a corner, so his vision stops there. And on this one, it's
He's grinning because he can put 3 Steelers there and eat me.
A straight followed by another straight.
It's all about Tanglefoot straight.
Tanglefoot, which is 4s up to move through, followed by a corner. I think we'll go that way. We're still on camera at the moment, so that's a bonus. Yeah, over here,
we're trying to keep the camera in as close as possible so you can actually see what's going on.
We've got a straight and a corner. Just on, we're lucking out with the camera here. And then we've got a straight, followed by a slight bendy corner. Again, successful. So that's the end of the jungle phase, as it were. Now it's Steeler phase, and I can do loads of stuff. Now I think I'm going to be brutal.
Yeah.
Each of these is a action. And Genestealer gets 3 actions per phase. So I'm just going to dump 3 down. Boom. And they immediately assault.
They do.
Assault is resolved, a single dice roll versus the assault value of the Steelers. Each Steeler is an assault value of 2, so therefore I have an assault value of 6, sir.
Which is my target score on a D6.
So you need to hit with a 6. Now you get +1 because your Heavy Bolter is in an adjacent tile, not involved in the assault, and you have a clear line of sight to the assaulted tile.
Do I get an extra one for having an extra +1 for having a mate with?
No.
I get a -1 for being on my own.
Yes.
Hey!
The
thing about, you'll notice that I needed to roll a 5 or a 6 to kill one of the 3 Steelers.
Yes.
The Marines are really stitched up in this game.
It's completely tough. If we had drawn, well, you can't draw. If I'd have beat you, then I would have pushed you back, and I choose which tile you go to, and then I would have just moved in. Yeah. That's not the case, however. You successfully beat off a Genestealer. Congratulations, sir.
Yes, that doesn't happen all that often.
Okay, so we're still all on camera, so I don't know if you want to go straight in and do another.
Do we want to just go straight in? Yeah, so I'm thinking about being silly, because being silly is always good.
Whoa. You're too good for this game to be silly.
So if I go here...
So that's 2 moves.
That's his 2 moves.
Now you don't want to split up too much, because remember, if at any point you lose a visual with the 2 squares perspective there, then you can get split up and you will start losing troops through just getting lost in the jungle, sir. Oh, I see. Haven't quite adopted the exploding potato tactic. Gone for a more defensive.
I've got wandering idiot tactic.
Wandering idiot.
Yep, the wandering idiot tactic.
So no shots coming from you at all. You've just done a double move.
Well, because if you
You're playing in the middle of the
move,
deck.
you can't put another Stealer on.
This is true.
That's my thinking. My thinking is shooting at the Steelers is costing you.
Yeah.
If you
And
have to
it's on
move the
sixes
Steelers,
as
you're not
well.
replacing Steelers. Yeah, I think that was a mistake that I did last time. Was spend so much time firing at them.
Yeah, with such a ridiculous thing. Right, so end of your phase. So we now go to removing jungle tiles. Now it's speculative of 2, so you can still see from there. He can still see all of that. You can still see that. 1, 2, and you can still see all of that.
Yes.
So that stays.
My hope is that next turn lots of this disappears. Oh,
Generate
boo.
tangle web, but it is a clear leading to a Y section there. Oh, interesting. Now I have to try and place these tiles so they are not blocked. It is a tangle web. And then we get, oh, mate, perfect. It's a dead end.
Boo.
Boo. So that is the end of that. Comes to the Stealer phase. Now I can do some stuff. Now Stealers move really weird. It's 1 action to move a single Genestealer 3 squares, 1 action to move 2 squares, or 1 action to move 1 square. It's bizarre. So I am going to move them. They ignore the brush line, so they can move through to here if I want to, and they do not get tangled up. So I'm going to do that. Right?
So is that 2 actions?
So a single action can move 2 Genestealers 2 squares.
Right.
Boop, boop. So that's 1 action so far. Then I'm going to place 1. That's 2 actions. And a second one for my 3rd action. So that's the Genestealer phase. It moves into an assault here. Now there's only 2 Stealers there with assault values of 2. So we're looking for 4 plus.
Heavy bolter
3 plus because the support. And you get nom.
Oh, I lose a marine.
Nom, 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 nom.
Ow. Trooper Dave #1. He's out of there, man.
Now I'm going to push you back because that's what happens if you lose an assault. Now I can't push you back into this square because you can only have 2 scouts at any one time. So I'm actually going to move you to there and then occupy that space.
Okie dokie.
Boom, driven back.
Where they get stitched up. Interesting side note, mate.
Bloop, 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 bloop. So you've just seen the end of an assault there. You can have up to 3. Which we knew. I knew that all along. So I'm going to push you back to there because that's viable. And I assume you wanted to go there. That's a lie though. No, I'm still going to push you there because I get to choose. But just bear in mind, you get 3 in the square. Terminators that have 2 in this game because they did a few White Dwarf expansions.
Mate, you're confusing me with complicated ideas.
Apologies.
Right then, I am in a royal mess here. So this scout here is going to move 2 to there. This scout here is going to move 2 to there. This guy here is going to fire his heavy bolter at this one.
Pop, 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 pop.
No 6s. And then he is going to move
Into the weed.
This one's going to shoot that one.
Pop, pop.
That's not a 6.
Well, it's got a plasma pistol, man.
I know, mate. Plasma pistols, you know what I mean? So those are my actions, and I'm hoping that some tiles are coming off now,
It's
John.
quite possible. So end of your phase, we're looking at this. So he can see there, which gives you view down there, there to there. So they go.
And the one to the above
That's
it.
fine. That goes. And then you've still got view everywhere else. But they are dead. Done. Let's put some more tiles down. No, because you are not in any open spaces.
Not in any open spaces. So
So it
you're
comes
back
to
to
me.
having your 3 action points.
I'm going to go
Just gonna
for
tilt the camera a teeny little bit.
first action. I'm going to put 1, 2. So that's 1 action. I'm then going to do something completely different. I'm going to infest there for 1 action, which is something I've not done before. It allows me to spawn Stealers from that point. If a scout moves onto it at any point, then it is destroyed. Other than that, that's all it is. So that's 1, 2, and let's just put a random Genestealer down the end there. So a single assault here. It is assaulting the tile with a sergeant and the heavy bolter. So you don't get +1 for the heavy bolter support fire, but you do get +1 because of the sergeant being involved.
3 up.
3's up.
Yes.
Stealer down.
Is that the end of? Is
End
it
of the
back to
Stealer
me?
phase. Back to the Scouts.
Cool. So to leave the Tanglefoot, is it 4 up?
4+, you're allowed to move. If you fail that, then you've wasted an action.
Okie dokie. I think I'm going to try and move the Heavy Bolter. Yes.
Oh.
So he moves 2 to there.
Yep.
I'm going to try and move the Sergeant.
Go on, get stuck. Get stuck.
Yep.
Get
and
stuck.
then going to try and move the Sergeant again.
Get stuck. Yes.
Yes, he's stuck there.
I'm gonna eat his face. Yeah. Gonna eat his face.
I am going to move this guy here and take a shot.
Pop, pop, pop.
Nope. And I'm going to move this guy here and take a shot, unfortunately.
Pop, pop, pop.
Nope.
Oh, it's close. But it's not. Okay, so that's the end of that. Removing tiles, 1, 2. So you can see that, but you cannot see those. 1, 2, speculatively. So you can still see that. That goes. That's it. 4 tiles removed. Stealers, I'm going to spawn for 1 action. 2 actions. Why not? 3rd action. They'll stay there for now. Lure you in doing that. So, a stupid assault here. So it's 2s. It would be 1s, but because you're on your own, it's 2s. So roll that 1.
Yay!
Boom. Dead. And then assault up here. Assault value 6. No, you are squidged. Take a dude. I'm going to push you back.
2 Marines.
Okay. It is your turn.
I'm going to move this chap. Oh. Chappy here is going to shoot once. Nope. And then he's going to fall back.
Run away.
This guy is going to try and move.
Got you now.
Yep.
Oh.
So he moves to here.
Okay. Ooh, okay. 1, 2. See that, see that. 1, 2. So that goes. But they'll be back, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
I'm getting rid of the tiles. I'm just not getting any new ones because the
that's the problem.
Tanglefoot came up everywhere I wanted to
And
be.
you've been cornered. So
Shall we just spin and have a bit of a zoom in?
3.
Seeing the close-up, we've removed a lot of the board and the scouts are still fairly coherent, but there's nowhere to go.
Only 3 brave wolves. On the plus side, if you get back into this clearing, because you've managed to keep it there, you're going to open up 1, 2, 3, 4 minimum, opposed to going through this way.
Yeah.
But there's nothing near
There's
this
going to
turn.
be a lot of Steelers coming in there.
Coming at your face.
So you said there's nothing new coming in this turn, John.
Not
There's
for
going to
the
be a lot of
tiles.
Genestealers,
No
isn't
new
there?
tiles, but there'll be Genestealers. So action-wise, I think I'm going to do 1 action, 2 actions, and then the 3rd action will be moving this blob a single square.
Yep.
So we have assault values. Although you haven't got line of sight to me, I can fight you through a bush.
Right. So which
So-
one happens first?
Let's do this one first, please, against him.
So
Get +1 for the heavy bolter, but -1 because you're man alone. So 6s.
that was not a 6.
Dead.
Oh no!
Dead. And then this assault here is assault value of 4. And you get no plus. Oh no, Sergeant's in there.
Sergeant's in there. So 3s. That's wandered off the camera, but it is a 3. It is a 3.
Stealer down.
Mate, looking at this now, this is what happens all the time in this game.
Yeah, this is on super hard mode.
It just cannot go anywhere.
Scout phase.
In the scout phase, I am going to move the heavy bolter here and take a shot.
Go for it. Pop, 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 pop.
There were no 6s there, and I'm going to move the sergeant there and take a shot.
Pop.
Nope,
Boo.
because it's all 6s. It's all about 6s. However, we do get to get rid of a fair chunk of the board now.
Yeah, but you're going to lose this. This is a...
Yeah, I'm going to lose them 3 as well.
You are, no, you're not. Speculative. So there, 1, 2. So you can still see that, but you can't see those, and you cannot see those.
Right.
So the jungle just got real small, man.
It's closing in.
Tiny, tiny, and we are still that far away.
Mate.
That's pretty close, considering.
I've been in the same position for about 4 turns, though. Nothing new coming in.
Scoot this over a little bit.
Oh, you can do that.
Is that all right? What's happening? You finish your turn. I've removed tiles. Adding tiles now. None to add. So it's Stealer gets to spawn. So I'm going to go... I'm actually just going to go 1. That's 1 action. 2 actions. And then bring in another one there.
Okay. So I'm fighting this lot on a 5.
Yep. Oh, it's a good roll, mate. Good roll.
Which means I'm now fighting the last lot on a 6.
No, they're 4s.
Oh, 4s.
4s.
And I'm plus and minus 1.
Oh,
I get 1.
Oh, takes 1 with him.
Mate.
So you've now got to kill that dude and then...
If I get a 6, I can then move into the Tanglefoot.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Think big, man.
No.
No.
I'm going to shoot the group of 3.
Yeah, why not? I think it's all over. I think it's all over. You can still see all the tiles that are there.
Yes.
There's nothing new.
You can put on
phase.
2 more Stealers.
Let's go 1, 2.
Okay.
And for poops and googles, let's put my
put
third
one
action.
Well, you could poop out on one of these and put your little doofer.
Oh, that would be awesome. Go on then. So assault value 6.
6.
Here.
Come on. No. Wow, wow, wow. Mate, this game is such a stitch up. How many tiles?
Boom. You're on 7 left, and then you've got to get to the damn thing.
Thank you for the game, John. If you enjoyed what you'd seen, why don't you come check us out on modelingforadvantage.co.uk. There's loads of different ways you can support the channel over there, including merch, that kind of stuff.